Hello everyone. In this video we are going to study one of the topics from unit number 5 of the course Design and Analysis of Algorithms, and the topic that we are going to study is binary heaps. So this is the outline of the contents that we are going to see. We'll begin with the definition of binary heaps, followed by some of the operations on binary heaps. We will see total 6 operations: insertion, extract min, decrease key, delete, meld and heapify. And then we will conclude the video with the analysis of each of these operations. So let us start. Before moving to the topic, let us properly understand what are the objectives and outcomes of this particular lecture. So the objective of this particular lecture is to understand the concept of binary heaps. The outcome is, after going through the lecture and understanding all the concepts, we will be able to define binary heaps, apply various operations on binary heaps and analyze the complexity of each of these operations. So these are the objectives and outcomes. Now we'll start. So we begin with the definition of binary heaps. Now what is a binary heap? A binary heap is a binary tree with the following properties. First, it is a complete tree. Now in this definition we have come across a term heap. So let us understand that first. What is a heap? A heap is a data structure in which tree is a complete binary tree. Now what is a complete binary tree? A complete binary tree is a tree in which every level except possibly the last one is completely filled. Then second property is binary heap is either a min heap or a max heap. Now what is a min heap? A min heap is a complete binary tree in which value in each node is less than or equal to value of its children. Now this is the definition of a min heap. Similarly, you can also define a max heap. In this figure you can see an example of a binary heap. So this is a binary heap. It consists of total number of nodes as 16, that is why n is equal to 16, and the height of this binary heap is 4, which can be calculated as log of n. So the height of any binary heap is equal to log of n. So in our case n is equal to 16, so log of 16 comes out to be 4. That is why height is equal to 4. So overall we can say that a binary heap is simply a heap ordered complete binary tree, where when we say heap ordered means what we actually mean to say is for each child the key in the child is greater than or equal to key in the parent. Now this property is particularly with respect to a min heap. If it is a max heap, then it would be key in the child is less than equal to the key in the parent. Okay, so this is the example of a min heap that you can see. The value of root node is the smallest. That is why it is a min heap. Now we proceed towards the operations of binary heap. The first operation that we are going to study is insertion. So if we have to insert a particular node in a binary heap, then the first step is we have to insert that element as a new node at the end of the heap. Then if we do this, that is if we insert one node at the end of the heap, then you have to check whether it is still heap ordered or not. If it is not heap ordered, then you have to repeatedly exchange the new element with its parent until the heap property is restored. Now we'll see this with the help of example. In this figure you can see that this is a min heap, and let us say suppose we want to insert this element 7. So as per the first step, the element that is to be inserted, we have to add it as the last element of the heap. That is why you can see here this 7 is added at the end, that is the last element. Now once we do this, this no longer remains a min heap because it violates the heap property. So now to make it heap ordered, we'll compare this element with its parent. So now 7 is smaller than 18. So 18 and 7 get swapped. 7 comes here and 18 comes here. Okay. Then when this is done, you now compare 7 and 10. Again 7 is smaller, so you swap, 10 comes here and 7 comes here. So after performing these sequence of swap or exchange operations, you get this. Okay. Now as you can see, this particular heap, it is a min heap because the heap property is now restored. Now we will see the next operation, which is extract min. Now if it is a min heap, obviously the root element is the minimum element of the heap. So if we have to extract that minimum element, then what we have to do, the first step is we have to exchange the root node with the last node. Okay, this is the first step. And then second step is again we have to perform the exchange operations until the heap property is restored. We'll see this also with the help of example. Let us say this is our heap and we want to perform extract min operation, that is we want to delete this 6. So the first step is to swap the root element with the last element. So we'll swap 6 and 18. So 18 comes here and 6 comes here. You can see here 18 becomes the root node and 6 comes here, which will later be deleted because it is extracted because of extract min operation. So we'll delete this later. Okay. Now when 18 becomes the root node, it is no longer a min heap. So again we have to perform sequence of exchange operations. How to do it? We compare root node, that is 18, with both of its children. That is, we'll compare 18 with 7 and 8. Now if you compare 7 and 8, obviously 7 is smaller, so 18 will be swapped with 7. So 18 comes here and 7 goes at the root. Okay. Then 18 comes here. Again you compare 18 with its children, that is 12 and 10, of which 10 is smaller. So 10 now becomes the root and 18 comes here. Okay. Then you compare 18 and 19. Now 19 is greater and 18 is smaller. So you will keep that as it is. Okay. So after performing the sequence of exchange operations, you get this heap, which is a min heap. So that is the second operation, extract min. Then we move to the third operation, which is decrease key. So as the name tells you, decrease key means you have to simply decrease the value of a particular node. So let us say if this is the heap that is given to us, and if let us say I want to decrease the value of this 19 to 11, for example. So if I make this as 11, now I have to simply check whether it is still a min heap. Now if you compare, if you decrease the value of 19 to 11, it will no longer remain a min heap. So what you have to do to make it a min heap, again you have to compare that with its parent. So you compare 18 and 11. 11 is smaller, so 11 will come here and 18 will come here. Okay, and then it remains a min heap. So likewise you have to go on performing the exchange operations until the heap order is restored. So that is the decrease key operation. Then fourth operation is delete. So if you have to delete a particular node from a binary heap, then the first step is exchange the element in the node to be deleted with the last node. This is if you check this particular operation, it is similar to what we have done earlier. Okay, so this is the first step. Second is, once you do this, again the heap order will be violated. So you have to check the heap order and go on performing the exchange operations until the heap order is restored. So we'll see this again with the help of example. Let's say this is the heap that is given to us, and we want to delete the value of this 7. So you have to exchange 7 with the last element, that is 9. Okay, so 9 comes here and 7 goes here, then you delete 7 from here. Okay, then once 9 comes here, you have to check whether it is still heap ordered or not. So you compare 9 and 2 of its children, that is 12 and 8. Now you can see here 8 is smaller, so 8 will be swapped with 9. So 8 comes here and 9 comes here, and then it is a min heap. So that is the delete operation. Whichever node we have to delete, we have to first swap with the last element and again restore the heap property. Then we move to the next operation, which is meld. So meld operation is simply for merging. Let us say we are given with two binary heaps, H1 and H2, and we have to perform a merging operation. That is, we have to combine these two heaps into a single heap. So what we have to do is, before actually understanding this merging operation, you need to understand how we are actually representing these heaps. So let us say we are using array to store the heap H1 as well as H2. So the first step of meld operation is simply to copy H2 after H1, or simply to append H2 after H1, okay, and then go on performing the exchange operations until it is heap ordered. So what will happen? Let's say you have H1, let's say you have this stored in one array followed by this. So now this becomes a single array. Then what you will do is you will compare this root and this root. Obviously 7 is smaller, so 7 becomes the root of the merged heap, okay. Just like this you will perform the other exchange operations and see that you get a single heap, which is a min heap, where the heap order is restored. That is the meld operation or the merging operation. Then last operation that we have to study is heapify. So heapify is nothing but what we are trying to do is we are trying to form a heap. That process is called as heapify. So for a heap consisting of n elements, what exactly you have to do is you have to simply perform n insertion operations. We have already seen how to perform an insertion operation. So you have to simply create a node and add it at the end, and then go on performing the exchange operations. So heapify is nothing but creation of a heap. So if you have to create a heap of n elements, you have to simply perform n insertion operations. So that is the last operation, that is heapify. Now we are going to look into the analysis or the complexity of each of these operations. So let us consider these operations one by one. So in the first case, insert, we are creating one node and we are adding it at the end, and then we are going on performing the exchange operations until the heap property is restored. Now if you closely look into this insert operations, if you are adding the element at the last, when you go on performing the exchanges, these exchanges will be performed only in one of the half part of the heap. So that is why it will be affecting only half part of the heap, because of which we can say that complexity is big O of log n, okay. Then if you consider the second operation, that is extract min, we are trying to delete the minimum element, which is nothing but the root node. So once you delete the root node, you are swapping it with the last node, and again you are performing sequence of exchange operations, which will only affect one part of the heap or half part of the heap. So in this case also, in case of extract min also, complexity would be log n, okay. Then the third operation we have seen is decrease key operation. So in decrease key, we are simply decreasing the value of a particular key. The key may be in the left side of the tree or the right side of the tree, or it may be any intermediate node, or it may be at the end, or it may be the root node, whatever it is, okay. But when we are decreasing the value, it may happen that the heap ordered property is violated. So to again restore the heap property, we have to perform sequence of exchange operations, which will again affect only either half of the heap. So in this case also the complexity would be log n, because it affects only half part of the heap. Similarly is the case with delete operation. This delete and extract min are similar operations, that is the way in which we perform these operations are almost similar. So in case of delete also complexity would be log n. Okay, then the next operation, that is meld. It is very interesting to see that complexity in this case is big O of n. Now why we say that it is big O of n is, we were having two heaps h1 and h2, and if we have to merge these two, you are copying the second heap after the first heap in the array. Okay, so after combining it, you have to see that the heap property is restored. But in order to check that, in order to actually perform the merging, you have to consider all elements in both the heaps at least once. Okay, so because of that, this requires big O of n time, because you have to consider all the elements once. That is why you say that complexity is big O of n. So that is the case for merging operation. Then the last operation which we have not actually seen in the slide is find min. That is used only to find out the minimum element from the heap. So as we have considered min heap in all of our examples, obviously we can find the minimum element at the root. So you need not search that particular element. That is why we say that complexity is big O of 1. That can be done in constant amount of time. Okay, so that was about binary heap analysis. So in this lecture we have studied the definition of binary heap, followed by different properties of binary heap, and whichever properties different operations of binary heap, and then whichever operations we have seen, we have properly seen the analysis of each of these operations. That is, the first 4 operations are big O of log n, merging operation requires n time, and find min requires a constant time, that is big O of 1. So this was all about the lecture on binary heaps. In case you have any doubt, you can mail me on ngsharma@kkvak.edu.